What's going on, guys? GSMASI here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is Saturday, the 7th of July. And by the looks of it, there's not a crazy amount of rumours today, but there have been quite a few confirmed deals. So just before we get started, as always, if you enjoyed the video and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. Current schedule every day at 8 AM is a transfer video. There's a second upload at 9 PM. And finally, in the comment section below, who's been the most disappointing player so far at the World Cup? Let me know your thoughts down below, but now let's jump on to confirmed deals. And the very first one is a new contract extension. The player is going to be Callum Wilson from Bournemouth, and yesterday he signed a new contract, a 4-year deal until 2022. And next up, we've got a prospect leaving Chelsea, and that is going to be Panzo. The 17-year-old England youth international defender made the move to Monaco, again from Chelsea, at a fee of €3 million. And he was also part of the England under-17 squad from last summer, that won the under-17s World Cup. And next up, we've got Cabrera. Yesterday, he made the move to Getafe in Spain, and it's a permanent basis now from Crotone in the Serie A. And the fee for that one is undisclosed. Then we got to the final one on the page at being Gyro, going to Hamburg in the second Bundesliga now. He joined from Las Palmas on a free transfer, and I believe last season he was playing in the Bundesliga for Mainz. And going on to the next page, and the first player is going to be Zarate. Yesterday he made the move to Boca Juniors from Watford at an undisclosed fee again. Then we have one that's not officially confirmed just yet, but it should be announced very soon, potentially even today. The player is going to be Loic Remy, former Chelsea striker, former Newcastle and whatnot, and apparently he's very close to joining Lille in the Ligue 1. It's from Las Palmas for €2 million and he signed a 2-year contract. He's already signed the contract and had the pictures and whatnot, and as I said just a second ago, just waiting on an official announcement. And then we've got Bruno Perez going to Sao Paulo in the Liga do Brazil, as from Roma, as a loan deal until December 2019 with an option to buy. It doesn't say how much that option is, but it's definitely a 2-year loan deal. Then we have got Graben going to Nottingham Forest from Bournemouth for around £6 million or just above that, and he's on a 4-year contract. And AS Monaco signed his second player yesterday, and this time it's going to be a player called Pele. He's joined from Rio Ave or Rio Ave, I probably completely butchered that, but it is a Portuguese club and he signed for €10 million. And the next transfer I actually forgot to put in yesterday's episode, that's going to be Bernardo. The Brazilian made the switch to Brighton in the Premier League from Leipzig in the Bundesliga, and just like Pele before, a fee of €10 million. And next up we got Yankto going to Sampdoria from Udinese. Some started saying it's a loan deal, others though it's on a permanent basis for €15 million. Now it could well be a loan deal with the option to buy or obligation to buy, I'm not too sure. Okay, so looking at the transfer details, it's definitely a loan deal with obligation to buy for €15 million. And that transfer itself is good news for Arsenal fans because technically he's coming as a replacement for Lucas Torreira. It has already been announced by the club president of Sampdoria, saying that Lucas Torreira will be leaving the club this summer. Arsenal are still favourites to get him, and very much definitely favourites to get him, and I will talk about Lucas Torreira to Arsenal later on this episode. And the final confirmed today is going to Gianluigi Buffon, going to Paris Saint-Germain. It's from Juventus on a free transfer. He signed a 1-year contract with an option of a second. There is still a lot of speculation about if he'll be the first choice goalkeeper or back up to Areola, but he definitely has signed for PSG now. So that's it for confirmed deals today. Let's jump on to potential rumours. The very first one is some apparent breaking news from Sky Sports. They're saying Arsenal are in talks to sign Steven ZONZI from Sevilla. That is quite literally all it says for now. No fears mentioned or anything like that, but if it is true, we'll find some more information very soon, I imagine. Now, something to consider about his transfer itself is that ZONZI at this point in time is with the France national team in Russia preparing for a semi-final against Belgium, so if it was a transfer, it would probably happen after the World Cup or if France get eliminated by Belgium. And next up, according to various different sources, West Ham are close to signing Jack Wilshere for free from Arsenal. They are in talks with the 26-year-old midfielder and have offered him a 3-year contract worth up to £100,000 per week. He is still linked to move to Turkey to Fenerbahce and many other clubs in the Premier League, but right now West Ham, they appear to be favourites. Actually, to add on top of that, he could be announced in the next couple of days. And next up, according to Liverpool Echo and also Daily Mirror, Liverpool are yet to make an approach for Shaqiri, but remain interested in the Stoke City winger. And the Sentinel do go on to say that Stoke may try and sign a lone player as part of any deal that sees Shaqiri leave the club this summer. Liverpool are still the most likely destination for a Swiss international this summer, and Stoke actually are interested in a Liverpool player, which is Harry Wilson. And next up we've got one for Spurs fans. This one is according to London Evening Standard. Tottenham have emerged as front runners in the race to sign Aston Villa midfielder Jack Grealish, with the North London club hoping to land the player for just £12 million. And with Aston Villa in a very bad financial situation right now, they might be forced into selling their best players, and one of those is Jack Grealish. And next up a very short one according to Leicester Mercury. Leicester want Lyon striker Bertrand Traoré to replace Riyad Mahrez if the Algerian playmaker joins Man City this summer. And it does seem pretty much certain right now that Mahrez will be going to City for like £60 million or so, and Bertrand Traoré before has played in the Premier League for Chelsea. And next up, according to various different sources, including Sky Sports News, they're saying Wolves have made a club record £16 million offer for Man City's Zinchenko, and he did play as part for City last season when they won the Premier League, but he didn't play cam like his FIFA card suggests, he played left back. And City only bought him 2 years ago for £2 million, so it would be a nice profit there, and for Wolves, if they sign him, I'm not sure where he'd play. And next up, according to Bild in Germany, Thomas Tuchel is interested in bringing Borussia Dortmund and also Portuguese international defender Rafael Guerreiro to Paris Saint-Germain. The left back joined Dortmund in 2016, then coached by Thomas Tuchel himself. And it's now understood the German wants to re-sign his former player after the departure of Yuri to Bilbao. It is still in very, very early stages, as currently suggested by Dortmund they'll not sell him for anything less than €30 million. And looking at his stats from last season, he really didn't play too much football, 15 total appearances in all competitions, and just 9 appearances in the Bundesliga, and a total of 910 minutes in all competitions, 546 in the league. And despite only featuring in 15 different games, he actually played a lot of different positions, including left wing, left mid, left back, centre mid and DM. And it does seem that when he was actually fit he was playing for a club, but most of it is out injured. And the next one is some very interesting news for West Ham fans, as according to The Guardian, and by the way, it's a very short one. West Ham United have been offered Marseille attacking midfielder and former player Dimitri Payet. He did leave on very, very bad terms, and for some West Ham fans, they might not want him back because of that. But on the other hand, Payet at West Ham a couple years ago is one of the best players in the Prem. Like at one point he was generally one of the best playmakers in the Prem, his free kicks were top notch, and because of that, he got back into the France team for Euro 2016. But then after that went downhill quickly because he refused to play at one point I believe, and refused to train and stuff. So I'm going to ask this in the comment section below, if you're a West Ham fan, would you take Dimitri Payet back? And next up, according to BBC Sport, Arsenal hope to complete the £26 million signing of Uruguay midfielder Lucas Torreira from Sampdoria next week. The Gunners already have an agreement in place with the Serie A side, as I mentioned earlier on the episode, and the 22-year-old still needs to undergo a medical and put pen to paper before the deal can be confirmed. And now that Uruguay are now out of the World Cup, it basically depends on whether he'll go straight from Russia to London or Russia to Uruguay. And as the article does suggest, there's a little bit to do still, but it should be completed quite soon. And next up, according to TalkSport, Chelsea and Tottenham have both inquired about Real Madrid and Croatian international midfielder Mateo Kovacic. I've said it in many different episodes so far, but Kovacic himself, he has said he wants to leave Real Madrid this summer, mainly to get first team football. And going to Chelsea, imagine he'd be a starter. Same applies to Tottenham because Moussa Dembele could be going to Inter. The second to last one today is according to Manchester Evening News, saying Jorginho's agents are in the UK, with the Napoli midfielder's switch to Man City set to be finalised either on Friday or Saturday. So obviously Friday has been crossed off because that was yesterday, but today he could finally be announced as a City player. And Napoli have signed Jorginho's replacement in Fabian from Real Betis, so I imagine that itself has sped up the process. And the final one today is a bit of an update from yesterday's episode about DYBALA. So today, according to Sport Media Set, in the last few hours the chances of DYBALA leaving Juventus have increased, with Jurgen Klopp really interested in the Argentinian and Liverpool already making contact with his representatives. And the report does say, with the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo, Juventus will have to sell one of their prized talents, but the favourite one to go is Gonzalo Higuain. Now I did say yesterday DYBALA to Liverpool, I just can't see it happening, and one thing to consider potentially, it might be Liverpool trying to put different names out there, trying to get the Fekir deal done instead. But that guys is going to be it for this video, so as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating, I'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more, and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, we're down below in the description box. Current schedule every day at 8 AM is a transfer video, the second upload at 9 PM. And finally, in the comment section below, what player has disappointed you the most so far at the World Cup? Let it down below. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.